I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but welcome back to the channel! So if you guys are coming from the wedding video, yes, I am married. I'm no longer Maxine Lara. I am now Maxine Garcia, which is still pretty wild to think about. I can't tell you how many times I've been called Mrs. Garcia or Maxine Garcia, and I still can't wrap my head around it. I still get a bit of a shock when I'm called that. I sent out a call for Q&A on my Instagram page. If you guys are following me before this channel, it used to be at Maxine Lara, but now it's at Maxine Lara Garcia. If you guys ever wondered like why can't I find Max anymore? It's because my username has been changed to my new married name. Got a bunch of questions from you guys, so I'm answering 5 of them for now. The others will be turned into actual topic-centered videos so that we're not answering like a bunch of different questions all at the same time. Let's get started, shall we? Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, I'm in Bohol because I'm on my honeymoon. This is honeymoon part 2. How's married life so far? It's been pretty great. David! Why is my own husband not answering his phone? David! How's married life so far?
That's pretty good.
Can you speak up?
That's pretty good.
Expound, please.
And it's nice being married to you.
And?
It's fun. I get to wake up to my best friend every day. That's about it.
Okay, that'll suffice.
Can I fuck off now?
Yes, go.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you, bye. David and I were dating for about 5 years, and amongst those 5 years, we were engaged for 1 year, right? I will say, never kami nag-live-in. We were never lived in. We were never moved in when we were just dating, because my parents are the traditional, you know, you don't get to live with him unless you guys are married and committed to each other in that way. So although I did initially plan to move in with David when we were engaged already, just that we could already get settled before actually saying I do, we inevitably decided against it because my parents explained to me the whole symbolism behind, like, we want to hold on to our daughter until the time comes that we have to give her away to her new husband, right? And that kind of touched my heart. We decided against the plan of like moving in supposedly 3 months before the wedding. Now that I'm married and we are living together, it feels like I have had this itch to live with this man for 5 whole years, and that itch has finally been scratched, and it's just so satisfying to go out with him on a daily basis, or whenever we go out to dinner, or we'll go run errands, grocery shopping. It's satisfying to do all of that and then go home together to the same place. I can't tell you guys how many times the man has had to drive me home at the end of an entire day together, and once we're separated and I go back to my room in my home and he goes back to his room in his, it just felt so lonely all the time. And it got to a point where we just started being on call 24/7 on Discord. We literally on video call working at the same time 24/7. Went to bed on Discord 24/7. Minor addition to that I want to tell you guys about. It feels so good not having to worry about my parents calling me and being like, Max, nasan ka na? Max, anong oras ka uuwi? I would usually get anxious over getting calls like that from my parents, especially because I got used to being out. Like, David would pick me up 9:30 in the morning. I'd go home 9 p.m. in the evening. I'd spend the day in his home with his family on Saturdays. Every Saturday, after an entire week of work, that's the one day I get to spend with David, and it's a whole day. And I would always get anxious about my parents calling me. The relief is there now. The fear is gone. The anxiety is gone. Not that they always did that. They did not. And they have the right to check in on me and make sure I'm good and I'm safe, you know? But it always made me so anxious to worry my parents in that way. And now I can like go an entire day without really messaging my parents in the 1 month that I've been married. And I don't get my parents getting worried over me anymore because I am married and we're legal, you know, like we're legal. So everything's good. The reason why I wanted to move in 3 months before we got married was because I wanted to see what it would feel like to live with the guy, you know? Because I've never lived with anybody other than my sisters in my life. I was quite worried that it would be unbearable to live with him. Sorry, David, if you're watching this. I had the impression for all 5 years of us being together that he was messy, and I am very type A. My personality has developed into being a type A person. So I like Google Sheets. I like organizing everything. When we go out to dinner, I like to make reservations. You know, going out with friends, any excursions, any gimmicks that my friends might want to do, like even if it's just to go over to a friend's house and hang out for a few hours, like you have to tell me 2 weeks in advance. And I'm very organized and coordinated, and I manage things really, really well. Like I'm a good coordinator of things. So I was quite worried that his messiness would drive my type A personality insane. However, when we finally moved in, he was not as messy as I thought he would be. He takes care of me very well. I feel a little spoiled by this guy, and I try not to be because I don't want to be a spoiled wife. It's more fun than it is frustrating trying to figure things out with him, like the living situation, what are our systems. Trying to figure out like our ways of living together has not been so bad, and it's been quite fun. It's not really clearly black and white with who does what, you know? It's kind of just like, what can you do? What are you capable of doing? What are you feeling and not feeling today? I'm gonna do the rest of it, and vice versa. I hope that was a clear answer to how married life has been for me and for us. Ultimately, it's been great the 1 month that we've been married, but also I'm still on leave from work, so things are gonna change as I get back into the swing of my heavy schedule from work. And he started work already, but once he starts picking up more projects to work on as well, like our dynamic is probably going to change, because then work is going to be brought into question where we're both busy. So our dynamic is bound to change. I hope you guys stay throughout this whole thing. I'm sorry, I tend to ramble. Is there going to be a new house for you and David? We are currently living together, yes. How's your journaling been? It's been non-existent, unfortunately. I don't really journal as much as I used to back in 2021. However, I have migrated over to scrapbooking. I think I started it in 2022. I wanted to have like a physical thing to hold with the idea of me having kids in the future. I wanted to not just show them photos of me and David on my phone, you know, or any device. I just find it to be so special when you go through family albums of physical pictures that your parents show you when they talk about like, oh, when I was younger, this is what I looked like. And it's an entire album of them when they were young. This is me and your dad before we got engaged, you know? Like, I just love the idea of that and the experience of getting to have that. I still have not completed my scrapbooks. I have so many pending pages that need to be filled up, but I have 2 existing scrapbooks right now. I have one called Memories Old and New, which is all photos that I found from when I was younger. They're just photos I found lying somewhere. I wanted a place to put them, so I started the scrapbook up until current events, so any like small and big memories in there. And then the second scrapbook I had is my wedding scrapbook, which is so many photos pending, you guys, like from fittings to cake tasting to like planning and stuff. I have so many photos I need to update. I haven't even gotten to the actual wedding day and the honeymoon itself, so I do have plans to have scrapbooking. Oh my god, I choked on my own spit. I do have plans to do solo scrapbooking videos of just me scrapbooking. Probably no dialogue. Like, you can scrapbook along with me, you can junk journal along with me. If you guys want me to narrate what I'm doing or like let you know what I'm doing as I'm doing it as well, I can do that, but just let me know. It's probably gonna be quite a long process, but yeah, I do plan to have some scrapbooking videos up because that's probably the only way I will be able to catch up on all my backlog for my scrapbooks. What is your current work? I'm going to breeze by this briefly because we will have an in-depth video on it in March. You will know everything that I do. You will know how I got to start doing it, right down to my interviews with my clients. So I'm sure it will be in depth, but my current work right now is I am officially a freelancer. I am a freelance content creator. For any OG subscribers here, you know that my lifelong dream was to become a full-time YouTuber. That has kind of evolved into being a content creator. So I make videos and I edit videos, but not for me, for my clients. So I'm basically their social media manager, I guess you could say. But I don't just upload and do community management on their pages for them. I do everything from start to finish. Finding content inspo, content brainstorming. I actually go to their homes and shoot them for them. And then I take the footage back home, I edit the videos, and then I upload it for them, and I make their caption for them. And I provide the insights afterwards once the brand or the client asks for their insights. I also do client communication for one of my clients, so I'm also client facing to the brand that they're working with. So should they have an ongoing campaign, I get looped into that group chat and I'm the one that they coordinate with for, you know, content mandatories, content briefs, all of that. So I'm basically what I wanted to do for myself but for other people now. The dream of me becoming a full-time YouTuber is gone. I feel like if you guys want a video about that, let me know. There was a period, I think in 2022, where it kind of broke my heart a little bit, but I realized that that was not my dream anymore. And that was also when I realized that I didn't know who I was outside of that dream. And that was kind of what propelled me into understanding who I was a little bit more outside of YouTube, because so much of my life had revolved around this channel and the dream of this channel to really take off and become my full-time job and be an influencer and be famous for creating content for myself. But that did not pan out for me at the time. I'm not saying it never will, we don't know, but hopefully it does eventually. But that I don't have my sights set on that anymore right now. Now I'm back to square one, which was I want to make content because I miss it and I love the process of doing it, and I'm excited to be back on the channel and talk to you guys again and take video requests and show you things and parts of my life that I've always wanted to show you guys. But yeah, I had a whole like pivot in my life when I realized that that just was not my dream anymore, and it was quite heartbreaking to realize that, but it also pushed me to go beyond the limits I had set for myself. If you guys want me to go into depth on that, let me know, because I will. I have like so many thoughts. I got a lot of life improvement questions. Someone was like, what do you do? How did you get out of like feeling like you're not worth much anymore, or something like that? I think I want to do videos as well that are more like self-improvement. You know how I used to do the whole self-improvement series situation thing? That, but like I'll just sit down and talk to you guys and not do a vlog about it. We will be doing vlogs. We will be doing vlogs. A lot of you are requesting for my vlogs to come back. That will happen. But for these particular videos, I have so many. I was about to start a podcast last year. I have an entire list of topics I want to talk about. I haven't hashed everything out yet, but I have two ready to go. And I think instead of putting them into a podcast, I might just do specific centered videos per topic that I was supposed to turn into a podcast episode. I think I'm gonna do that for you guys, because I went through it, man. I've done the whole self-improvement, personal development shtick, going through like rocky waters and like feeling like my life was over and then coming out the other side of it, and the whole struggle of trying to figure out who I am. And now that I'm turning 30, I finally I know who I am. I'm feeling pretty settled and pretty strong and confident in who I am. So the journey to get there, I've been there, you know, and I kind of want to share my insights on the entire process for me. So that's something you guys can look forward to too. I hope you guys are interested in that. Last question, are you planning to be active on YouTube again? Yes, absolutely. I have videos lined up till March now. All right, that was a long ass talk, despite us only having like 5 questions answered. So Next video, it feels like a meeting. So next on our calendar, my current schedule until I figure out what works and what doesn't is going to be every Saturday at 9 in the morning. You guys can watch it whenever you guys decide to wake up or whenever you guys have free time over the weekend or after that. The next one is going to be on February 8th at 9 in the morning. I am going to be uploading a weekly vlog of me getting ready to return to work because I have been on leave for 2 months. So I need to mentally prepare for that. And I'm going to film that entire week of me getting like mentally ready to get back into work because it's going to be a lot to deal with. All right, thank you guys for watching. I hope this answered your questions. And if you stuck all the way through, you guys, you are a champ. You're a champ. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah! Oh, the old outro. Yee!